Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. Welcome to Sweetwater's Guitars and Gear. We have a special guest with us here today. This is Rick Matthews from Matthews Effects.
Hey.
Great to see you.
Great to see you too.
Thanks for coming all the way in from the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been awesome.
Yeah. So we are welcoming Matthews Effects here to the Sweetwater family, man. We're glad to have you on board.
Yeah, it's such an exciting time. I've obviously been a big Sweetwater fan for forever.
Oh, thank you.
So it's so awesome to be here.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So I know you've been making pedals, crafting these boutique pedals for a while. Tell us the story of how you got into doing this.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a story birthed from passion for guitar effects and gear. I was just really passionate about it, and that led to wanting to create something that was artistically unique in the industry. And I felt like there was an opportunity to do something new there.
Right.
And so it was interesting because I had that interest, and I decided to start the company. But what I didn't know was coming was the same month I started it, I got diagnosed with a debilitating autoimmune disease.
Oh, wow.
Which at the time, of course, was like the worst thing that had ever happened to me, right?
Right.
But looking back now, I can see was like probably the best thing for me in terms of the company, because it really forced me to put all my focus into the company, all my focus into the customer, into the product. And now looking back, I think it's really helped us grow to be a company that's really focused on those things.
Right, right. So do you have an electronics background, or did you just pick it up yourself, or how did you get into that side of it?
Yeah, so I really wanted to start making stuff, but I didn't know anything. So I was lucky and was able to start working at a company called buildyourown.com. And Keith, the owner, mentored me, gave me the foundation I needed to learn how to make circuits. And I basically went from there and kept feeding that knowledge, kept teaching myself and diving deeper and deeper. And it's just grown organically from there.
Right. And how long have you been making pedals now?
About 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
So yeah.
Right. But the cool thing is, today is April 19th, and you're unveiling the new line here.
Yes, the new line. I'm so excited about it. It's been a long time in the works, just all the features and little details. I'm extremely proud of these.
Right, right. So we have the 5 pedals here. Why don't we take a quick tour, kind of an overview of what you got? I know you got cosmonauts and chemists and astronomers, and I love the names of the pedals.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, the naming structure is really fun because it's basically professions and titles and different things from history. Even just starting from that, when I look at designing a pedal and stuff like that, I want it to not just sonically inspire you, but just have the art be really inspiring and the name be inspiring. So yeah, starting with the Astronomer, it is a reverb pedal that has shimmer reverb or octave reverb. The Cosmonaut has 2 modulated reverbs, and it has an analog voice tape delay in it.
Okay.
And then the Chemist is, it has chorus, phaser, and octave in it. Now what's unique about those 3 is they're really a 3-knob pedal, and what I did was I took those 3 knobs and put them on a alt switch, which basically works kind of like an analog way of doing a preset.
Right.
And it gives a lot of functionality without having to dive into menus and do programming. On the fly, when you're on the stage at a live show, you need to be able to just tweak those things really fast.
Right.
And that's what we've given you with those 3 pedals. The other ones are the Whaler version 2, which is an original fuzz circuit. It's hard to say these days.
Right.
But that's what I set out to do, was to make something that was not just sounded great, but was unique. We could hang our hat on it. It was our own. And I'm really proud of what we created there. The Architect is based on the Klon circuit. But again, I wanted to do something very unique, not redundant in the industry. So I was actually the first one in the industry to put a full active 3-band EQ on a Klon style overdrive.
Right.
The version 3 has 3 clipping options, so 3 different flavors of gain. You have a boost channel, which can be a MOSFET boost or a silicon boost. And so with all of that, I really wanted to create a platform that no matter the guitar amp combination you were using, you could dial in a sound that would work great for you.
Right. What is really impressive about the pedals, and I've done demos on I think 3 of these, is the versatility. You know, having the multiple sounds there, being able to instantly switch, saves space on your pedal board and just gives you that many more options.
Yeah, I hate the idea of a one-trick pony or just you feeling limited as a user.
Right.
And so definitely I try to pack in as much versatility as possible. So you're a lifetime user. It's not maybe you buy it and next week you play a gig with someone else and you need a completely different pedal. We want you to enjoy the pedal for life.
Yeah, sure. Beyond the kind of basic overview, there's so many just cool details about the pedals, like the expression pedal input. Talk about that a little bit and why you wanted to include that.
Yeah, so that was definitely a nod to the customers, just trying to expand versatility again. The expression input on the chemist, astronomer, and cosmonaut lets you control the travel knob on the bottom row of the astronomer and the cosmonaut, or the formula control on the chemist. And so the reason why it's only on the bottom row is so you can have your top row be your preset of what you want, and then jump to the second row and adjust that control with the expression on the fly, and be able to go in between them still really well. Also, the architect, cosmonaut, chemist, and astronomer all have external controls of their switches, which is great. So if you're in a true bypass looper, you can, if your true bypass looper can do amp changing signals, you can create presets that change the different functions of the pedal into your presets, which is, again, a lot of functionality.
Yeah, that is so great because, like you say, when you're building a complex pedal board and you're using a switcher, it sure is nice to be able to have the pedals change sounds along with. I mean, obviously you can turn the loops on and off, but being able to access that second layer of sounds is really, really great.
Definitely. We really wanted to cater to both sides, the people who just want to throw it on their board and go to a show and be able to have full access to everything, and those who want to maybe go more complex routes. You can do either.
Right. So is there, for you personally, a particular style of music that you designed these for, that you see these working best in, or is it something where you see it working for just about everything?
Yeah, I mean, I take it from the perspective of the customer, I guess, which is I don't necessarily design stuff just for me. I want to design stuff for everyone. So really, when I'm designing stuff, it can be subtle, it can be really deep and weird, it can go from, you know, a Velcro fuzz to a more open-ended fuzz. Again, I want it to have that versatility, so it's accessible to everyone, and it's not just catering to one section of people. Right,
nice. We were talking about some of the details. One of the coolest details on these is that you actually have kind of a quick start manual right on the back of the pedal.
Yeah, you know, a big thing is, like, for me, pulling it out of the box before you've even found the manual, or maybe someone's lent you the pedal and they didn't give you the box or the manual and that stuff. So just being able to pick up the pedal and instantly know what everything does, I think is super awesome.
Yeah, that's really great. Speaking of the box, I mean, the artwork on the pedals and on the packaging and everything is just beautiful. How did you come up with that, and where does that come from?
Yeah, I was really driven to really look at the whole process of buying a product. I didn't want it to just be a great sounding pedal. I didn't want it to be just a great looking pedal. I wanted it to be a whole experience. So the packaging, the way you open it, you know, I wanted it to be exciting, and I wanted the packaging to be also something that you could treasure.
Right.
A lot of people like keeping their boxes, but like me, I normally keep a box and chuck it in a closet or something until later. So this packaging, I could actually convince my wife to keep up on, you know, a bookshelf or something. It actually looks cool.
Yeah, it looks great.
So really, every detail, the manual on the back, the packaging, the art, the sound, I'm really pushing every single aspect to try to be the best at everything we can do.
Right. That's so cool. So we have the new line launching today. Very exciting. We've got them here at Sweetwater.
Yeah.
More stuff on the way. Can you give us any hints of what's coming?
I can't give any hints, but that's part of the fun, is the anticipation. But I can say that the stuff that I'm working on is very ambitious, and I only want to continue to push the bar and try to innovate in the industry.
Right. Nice. Rick, congratulations. We're so glad to have you here at Sweetwater. The pedals are fantastic. Like I said, I've had a chance to demo these, and I just love the way they sound and the versatility. So congratulations on the success, and welcome to Sweetwater.
Thank you so much.
Glad to have you here.
Thanks.
And thank you for joining me for Sweetwater's Guitars and Gear. Be sure to tune in next time. We'll have more guitars, more amps, more effects. We'll be making lots of music. I'm Mitch Gallagher.